Good evening. So tonight's video is going to be a short video blog about this movement, the Idle No More movement. So you can basically say that the Idle No that the Idle No More movement has officially hit the Navajo reservation. It actually made today's cover of the Navajo Times. You can probably call it in Navajo Doto Hozdéésée, which basically means calm no more. You can probably call it that in Navajo. The point of this video is to basically tell you what this Idle No More movement is. This Idle No More movement is a protest movement that began in Canada. It was in regards to a bill called the C-45 bill, which was basically approved. It was presented by the Prime Minister of Canada, Stephen Harper, and after it was approved, it basically brought a lot of legislative changes, which kind of affected a lot of different things. And one of them was the Navigable Waters Protection Act. The Navigable Waters Protection Act essentially kind of put like an extensive approval process on projects that could be made on waterways. There's an extensive approval process in which you can propose projects to be built near, around, or on them, as I understand it. And essentially, when this C-45 bill came into effect, it changed it to the Navigation Protection Act, which basically removed a lot of the legal red tape that was needed to approve projects that could be done along these waterways, which would allow for oil pipeline companies to move in and put up projects within these areas. And this also opened up the areas in regards to Aboriginal lands, and that's where all of this comes in. So basically, the C-45 bill kind of showed that Native voices aren't being heard, and basically kind of illustrated that there may be a lot of abuses in regards to treaty rights among First Nations and the Canadian government. So the movement began on November 20 at Station 20 during a teach-in at Saskatoon, and it was initiated by Nina Wilson, Sheila McLean, Sylvia McAdam, and Jessica Gordon. And this essentially kind of coincided with a hunger strike that was sponsored by Teresa Spence, who is an Attawapiskat chief. And she kind of initiated this hunger strike to kind of get the attention of the Prime Minister to kind of arrange a meeting with him and sit down and talk about abuses of Aboriginal rights. This kind of led to a lot of protests, standoffs, demonstrations, flash mobs all across Canada, and that kind of spread into the US. So my thoughts on the Idle No More movement. Well, it's good that Native Americans are, going out and, expressing their opinion about travesties of justice, that Native rights are being hindered and that their voice is not being fairly represented. This is their homeland. That is their native lands in Canada. They should have a voice. They should be able to voice their concerns. But I guess one of the negative things that I see about this Idle No More movement is that people will be getting involved in this movement without really knowing what it's about. And they'll be using this platform to assert their own issues and change it into something that it isn't. Well, that's my take and my spiel. I don't know how you guys feel about it, and maybe that's my understanding of the whole movement anyway. I could be misinformed about all that. But anyway, just a short blog and a little of my 2 cents. All right? Have a good evening. See you next time.